that the weight has lifted. Love has surely shifted my carry me today and every day. Carry me if I ever get the nerve to say hello in this cafe. Say you will.
Together could never be close enough for me to feel like I am close enough to you. You wear white and I wear out the words I love you. You're beautiful. Now that the wait is over, love has finally showed up my way. Marry me today and every day. Marry me if I ever get the nerve to say hello in this cafe. Say you will. Say you will. Marry me today and every day. Marry me if I ever get the nerve to say hello in this cafe. Say you will. Say you will. Promise me you'll always be happy by my side, and I promise to sing to you when all the music dies. Today and every day. Marry me
Harvest Moon Pond. Alicia and Mike brought us here together to celebrate their love and recognize that you have all taken time, traveled from far, and also travel with everything that's happening. So it's just so important to Alicia and Michael that you guys are here today. We also want to take a moment and recognize people who have passed before today and aren't here, and everyone who has helped in making today possible. Alicia and Michael's love story started in 2016. The two initially connected online. Their first date led them to the bowling alley. We're all pretty certain Michael was hoping for a strike. A little fact about that day is that Alicia, she saved that receipt. Mike had written his phone number on the back so that Alicia could make a decision if the second date was in their future. She wasn't really sure, but with a little prompting from a few friends, she decided to give him a shot. Initially, they found similarities between the music that they liked, and they had both went to the same school, and they didn't even know it. However, over the last 3.5 years, the two have established more than similarities. They have found their lifetime companion. It is a pleasure to be here today as Alicia and Mike tie the knot in their bowling shoes and take the next step in their relationship. If you've had the fortune I've had, you have witnessed Alicia and Mike start from a playful dating situation to falling deeply in love. I'm sure many of you have noticed the humor that Alicia and Mike share. In preparation for today, Alicia and Mike spent some time discussing not just how they wanted today to look, but also what were some of the fundamental qualities that made today possible. Alicia finds Mike's humor to be his best quality. Luckily, Mike also thinks he's really funny. Mike loves a dad joke, and while his humor can be edgy, the humor in their relationship makes it stronger. Alicia identified that Mike is my perfect match. We can be our silly selves, go on all the adventures, and never get sick of one another. Laughter is the shortest distance between people. No matter how much humor is present, marriage isn't always easy. It takes work. Luckily, Alicia and Mike have a friendship and an understanding, a commitment to one another that makes their journey into marriage trustworthy. A strong bond that works in unison, not only to nurture the best parts, but also some of our flaws. When I asked both of them what were the critical factors for their success, Mike said, Alicia is the most beautiful when she's concentrating. Mike also is grateful that Alicia is good at making tasks, setting goals, and keeping him in line. Alicia appreciates Mike's forever handholds, which they're demonstrating today, but also that he wants to have her opinion before a decision is made. He always says, I love you before separating, and apparently he makes a really good soup when she's sick. The simple pleasures, respect and loyalty, create a strong foundation, which tells me they will spend the rest of their lives growing and learning from one another. With that, Alicia and Mike, have you come here today of your own free will to declare your commitment to one another? Please respond to we have. Alicia and Mike, do you promise to be there for one another in the good and the bad, to grow with, understand, respect one another during your life together? Please respond, we do. Alicia, at this time you can share your vows.
I'm so happy to finally be here with loved ones to celebrate the beginning of our adventure together. You are so kind and patient with me when I'm with you the strong scent of evergreen in the passenger seat as you were driving me home. Then, looking upwards, I strain my eyes and try to tell the difference between shooting stars and satellites in the passenger seat as you were driving me home. Do they collide? I ask and you smile. With my feet on the dash, the world doesn't matter. When you feel embarrassed, then I'll be your pride. When you need directions, then I'll be the guide. For all time, for all time.
And Mike, you can share yours.
Some people measure their worth on how much money they make, or how many friends they have. For me, it's in who I choose to love, and in that sense, I am rich. You are my greatest treasure, my greatest joy. I went through hell and back just so I can meet you. I will always strive to make you feel cherished. I will always be there when you feel like your world is falling down around you. And most of all, I will always try to keep you smiling, because that in itself is the greatest gift you can ever give. Alicia, I love you, and I can't wait to see you.
Marriage is a promise to love one another each other. Today actually marks the second official promises that we've made to one another. But you will fill your days with joy. You will support one another. In days of sorrow, you will inspire the other to pursue their dreams, learn and grow, and have a forever best friend. As a symbol of that commitment, let these rings represent your eternal love and promises that you have made here today. This is a new beginning of your life together. Mike? Mike, take Alicia's ring finger and place it on her finger and repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol and a promise
as a symbol and a promise
to love and cherish you
to love and cherish
to the end of my days.
you to the end of my days.
I plan to choose you
I will to choose you
each and every day,
each and every day.
hold your hand forever,
Hold your hand forever.
and make you sweet. Alicia, you can take Mike's ring and place it on his finger. Repeat after me. I give you this ring as a symbol and a promise to love and cherish you to the end of my days. I plan to choose you each and every day, make you lists, and keep you in line. In addition to the promises and the rings shared today, Mike and Alicia have created a piece of art to symbolize their unity. Mike and Alicia were born into their own individual families, but today, blending of both families and the creating of unity amongst those seated here today. Mike and Alicia, please finish your creation today. But while I'm doing this, I encourage you to look around. Take a moment. Consider those around you, to consider love, consider encouragement, consider support. Please consider that offering our best self to those that have offered and have agreed to be our partners, and those who are in our families, make life what is beautiful and fulfilling. Each marriage can be a time to reflect on how unity takes work. As a united front, Alicia and Mike will have a strong and healthy relationship. Alicia and Mike, your love is strengthened by the promises you have made today. In front of all of those that you have invited here today, and for those of you in the audience, please pay attention, because each person here today are those who are also making a commitment to support them in times of need and in times of happiness. We are your ongoing advocates. We are your unconditional supporters. And above all, we are going to be your bowling cheerleaders that your marriage will be a success. Alicia and Mike, we have heard the bride.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind. Hang it on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on them trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while.